So I thought I'd do this little video on Smith & Wesson Model 41 ejection failures. Not to suggest the complete resolution for it, but just to show something that I've found. I've had this gun for about 6 to 8 years and I love this gun. It's a wonderful performer, incredibly accurate, but it has suffered, like most new Smith & Wesson Model 41s, persistent ejection failures. So I've tried everything that everyone suggested. I've stuck with CCI standard velocity ammo. I've tried all sorts of different types of ammo. I've gone through God knows how many different types of ammo to test ammo out. I've replaced the ejector with an aftermarket ejector that seemed to help. I keep this thing immaculately clean, and the latest thing I've done is I've polished the breech very slightly, and I might take this a little bit more, but I'll explain why. So what I've found, and what I'm finding more and more, is the fine tolerances of the breech on this gun just don't seem to cope with the variability in the size of ammunition. And I'm sticking with CCI standard velocities, but I'll show you what I mean. I've got a couple of boxes. I may be proven wrong here, but this is something I've just done. The gun's clean. The barrel's nice and clean and dry. I've patched it out so there's no oil or anything in there at the moment. But just to give you a bit of an idea what goes on here, they slip in. They should just drop out. Look, there's no science to this. I might be putting them in with a bit of different force, but all I'm doing is placing them in. These things should just drop out nice, and that one's not even going in properly. I won't force that because it won't go right in. Same with that one. I don't want to push them in. I know they won't come out if they don't slip in. So that's just to give you an idea of the inconsistencies in the diameter of the rounds themselves. Just to compare, the little Walter PPQ. These are I believe that these are the two that wouldn't go in at all. But let's give you an idea. Push them in with much the same. Oops. These are the two that just didn't feed all the way in gently. Just dropped out. So that was those two there. When I say they'd go in, but they will feed. What am I doing? Going the wrong way. But they're not dropping all the way in. So whereas the other ones just drop all the way in quite easily. So that's my take. The tolerances on the Smith & Wesson breech are far finer than, for example, on this little Walter PPQ, and I am finding that that's enough just to grab the rounds and not eject properly. So what I've done, and I'll add to the video, I've polished the breech out very, very lightly with a bit of fine metal polish, but I'll show you how I've done that. It has helped, but I think I need to go a bit more. I just want to do it very gently and bit by bit. I don't want to wreck this gun because it's a lovely gun, but you know, that's my take for what it's worth. I'm thinking a major part of our issues with Smith & Wesson Model 41 ejection failures, and they are just ejection failures for me. I'm not getting any other failures. It's pretty much ejection failures that are causing everything, is the inconsistency in the diameter of the ammunition. And this is CCI standard velocity. So the other thing is maybe the batch ammo. I have tried oiling the ammo just before shooting it, just very, very lightly oiling the breech, the brass, with a silicone cloth and a bit of oil, dipped in a bit of oil. Helps, but I'm still getting some. I'm getting enough to get through a steel challenge competition with maybe 1-2 failures that cost me time, but I'm still able to do some reasonably good times and make up for it. So it's not too bad, it's just not ideal. Thank you very much. So this is my take on polishing the breech of my Smith & Wesson Model 41. It's nothing particularly scientific, and at the moment it's semi-effective. I might go to a blacksmith and try and get it reamed out, but all I'm doing, I've got a piece of dowel that I've sanded down to loosely fit the breech and not the barrel. That gives me I've got a breech measurement there, and I'm using a bit of auto sol metal polish, which is just what I had available. And all I've done to demonstrate, and I say it's nothing scientific, I'm sure there's better ways of doing this, but it's worth trying, because I don't believe I can't do any damage with this. All I can do is polish. So what I've been doing is just getting it in. Oh, sorry, I should show you. I've got this on the drill, so I've got a line there I can go up to, so that I'm not going down into the barrel. I'm just doing the depth of the breech. The front part is narrower than the barrel, so I'm not polishing the barrel or the rifling. Excuse the noise in the background, that's the water pump or tank water here. So that's it. I'll go and give that another clean out, a good clean, and I'll see how it goes at the range. But I'm really wanting to take this bit by bit. I don't want to take a whole lot of metal out of here. I like that this is so finely, this has got such fine tolerances, but I do want to resolve the ejection phase, and I think others might have different ideas, but I think this is contributing to it. It may not be the solution, but I do think this fine breech and the discrepancy in the ammunition is what's contributing to a lot of the problems. Be interested in your thoughts, and if anyone's had similar experiences. Cheers.